Queen Elizabeth is well known for her serious and stoic demure. Considering the heavy weight of responsibility she carries on her shoulders since having to ascend the throne at the age of 27, not to mention the relentless scrutiny she faces from the media, we can hardly blame her for keeping things buttoned up in public. But the Queen's biographer says she is surprisingly different behind palace walls, and she can crack jokes like the best of them. Speaking to People magazine, the royal biographer Sally Bendel-Smith, author of Elizabeth the Queen, Life of a Modern Monarch, said Her Majesty is much livelier in private than what the public sees. Bendel-Smith shared some details about the 94-year-old monarch's private side, specifically how she interacts with close confidants in between royal engagements. According to the author, the Queen has quite the sense of humour, and royal aides have become accustomed to hearing her joyous laughter reverberate through the castle halls at her Sandringham estate. "You can hear her laugh throughout that big house," says Bendel-Smith, who was told this fact by an insider source. She has a big laugh. The Queen and her husband, Prince Philip, had been residing at their house in Norfolk amid the COVID-19 pandemic in recent months. The Queen's not afraid to laugh at herself. Bendel-Smith said Her Majesty is surprisingly self-deprecating and recounted an incident where the sovereign made a wisecrack about her own appearance. Shortly after Prince Charles's 1981 wedding to Princess Diana, a rerun of the ceremony was being broadcast on TV during a party in London that the Queen was attending. Spotting herself on the screen, she reportedly quipped, "Oh, there's my piggy face." She has the ability to laugh at herself, the author noted. Despite the seriousness of her role as Queen, she likes to have a little fun with it. Bendel-Smith shared another interesting anecdote about a portrait shot the Queen did to mark her 2012 Diamond Jubilee. Her Majesty apparently broke from the norm and instructed photographer Barry Jeffrey to just keep the camera rolling. According to her dressmaker, Angela Kelly, she then proceeded to strike a series of poses, slipping her hands in and out of her pockets and placing them onto her lips, mimicking the stances of a professional model. The spontaneous display of humour left onlookers stunned. They stood in disbelief. The Queen was a natural. Kelly recalled in Bendel-Smith's book, "Barry and I felt we were experiencing something really special, a moment never to be repeated." Communing with animals is the Queen's favourite way to take a break from the rigorous demands of her position. The Queen has one remaining dog named Candy, and she keeps a stable of feral ponies, according to Bendel-Smith. Even as her 95th birthday approaches, she continues to enjoy daily rides accompanied by her head groom. She goes into a peaceful mode when she's with the horses, her close friend and equine advisor Monty Roberts told the author. According to royal biographer Clive Irving, author of The Last Queen, previously told Today Extra, the Queen seems more modern than younger members of her family. However, Irving remains baffled, despite chronicling her life extensively, that the most significant thing about the Queen is how little we know about her. "We don't know her opinions on anything. We don't really know her feelings on anything," he explained. "People may tell you how she feels, but they don't really know." In fact, Her Majesty has been known to have her comedic moments over her 65-year-long reign. In April 2006, the Queen's inspection of the passing out Sovereign's Parade at Sandhurst left one cadet in stitches. Prince Harry, then serving in the military, burst into fits of laughter at his grandmother's presence. In 2014, the Queen famously photobombed 2 Australian hockey players, where she was clearly pictured smiling over the shoulder of the 2 athletes behind a chain-link fence. For the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympics, Her Majesty even joined James Bond in a skydiving mission, allowing her face to be imposed over a stunt person as the figure descended from the sky. Her Majesty is also known to boast a dark sense of humour from time to time, declining to take a seat on the famous Iron Throne from Game of Thrones during a 2014 visit to Belfast. Executive producer of the show, David Benioff, said at the time, apparently the Queen is not allowed to sit on a foreign throne. The Queen is no stranger to self-deprecating humour, despite being one of the most powerful figures in the world. During a dinner in Malta in 2015, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau tweeted that the Queen had told him he had made her feel so old, after pointing out he was the 12th Canadian leader to serve under her reign. Trudeau later tweeted that the Queen is forever young in his eyes. In 2016, the Queen was delivered 2 bunches of lily-of-the-valley flowers, known for being used as a poison. Following the Chelsea Flower Show, herb gardener Jekka McVicker told Hello, at the time Her Majesty said, "Perhaps they wanted me dead."